La Dolce Vita by Mouna Zekri. I've been having the same bad dream for days, every night for 2 weeks now. I wake up panting and sweating. I'm suffocating and my size is that of a little boy who was left alone. The dream starts at dawn. The sun is coming up and I'm crossing a forest trying to reach the sea. The more I advance, the further the shore recedes, and the light that I could see on the side of the water fades away, and the trees multiply, and the forest becomes denser, and I'm trapped. At first, I thought I was alone. Then I started to feel somebody walking beside me or behind me. I can feel him hovering around me. I can't see clearly, it's getting dark. Then suddenly, somebody pushes me from behind. I find myself in a candle-lit tunnel, and I still can't see the person behind me pushing me forward and saying, "Keep going, do not look back." My body is so tense, it aches. I cannot turn left or right. I can't see anything. The man shoves me so violently, I find myself falling down a bottomless pit. That's when I wake up. My heart beating the drums. I look at the walls in my room. My brain is still dazed by the dream and I'm more terrified. I wake up with my whole body hurting, my belly, my throat, my heart. The pain continues for an hour and a half or 2 hours. To soothe the pain, I start smoking avidly one cigarette after the other. At 7 in the morning, I leave the bed. I have a cold shower. I get dressed and head to the Bardo station. I carry a sign with my phone number and the words "unclogging drains" with my orange jacket holding a cleaning wire. Usually there are 4 or 5 of us waiting there the entire day. Each day brings its own bread. Today I logged into Facebook and in the memories a picture from 2 years ago popped up. A picture of me and Miriam. I remember that day in detail. It was her birthday and she wanted us to spend the day at La Golette. She loves La Golette. When she was still at high school, she used to skip classes, hop on a metro, then a train, and go to the beach by herself. She used to do that whenever something bothered her. Looking at the sea calmed her down. We took a big blanket, she made lemonade, breakfast, lunch. God, did we love that day. I sang Amal Hayati, an oldie by Kulthum, translated to My Life's Hope, to her. The coffee shop across was playing it. I used to feel that Miriam was the only woman to whom I could sing Amal Hayati. When the night fell, we lay down for half an hour, looking at the sky. I almost felt like the beach was our beach, and that we were the only people left in the world. I used to tell her about everything, and so did she. It used to ease me, to unload my heart. The words and stories that I would tell her. God, I never thought I could tell them to anybody. I haven't had any news from her for 2 years now. I don't know where she is. She changed her number and blocked me on Facebook. I wonder if the picture came up on her newsfeed too. Oh, it's 1 p.m. The elegant woman is bound to pass by any time now. I reckon she's coming out of the bank behind us. She works there, a banker. Her hair is ever so soft, and her fragrance makes me dizzy. She's always clinking her heels as if she were walking on clouds. She's wearing her red dress today. 1, 2, 3. Now she's going to turn around, smile, and say hi to me. How are you today? I don't know if she's over 40. She doesn't look old, but she looks like a woman. The boys and I haven't been to the beach for over a month. The last time we went, it took off a load of my heart. We sang our hearts out. We were scorched. I feel that the sun heals me. It cleanses me from the inside. When I dive into the water, I feel like I was reborn. I lose track of time and forget all my troubles with it. We were like kids poking fun at each other. You could hear our laughs and songs from far away. I dive and swim underwater until I'm out of breath and rush back up. I gulp for air, then dive again and swim away until I become invisible from the shore. It's just me and the sea and this voice inside me of telling me to leave. The alcohol level drops. I go back to the beach and I drink some more. Adele doesn't come with us to the beach since the last harka, Tunisian word for illegal immigration, which literally means to burn. He still doesn't want to tell us what happened exactly. There's nothing I love more than a nap lulled by the sound of the waves. I feel like I'm back in my mother's womb when nothing can hurt me. I came across a film once. It drove me mad. It's called La Dolce Vita. That's when I started dreaming about leaving. I could see myself living there. I started learning Italian and became very fluent. But they ask for a lot of papers for the visa, and I don't have them. I began to consider Harga. I've been collecting the money for years. Still not enough. My uncle is my only option. He should sell the piece of land and give me my share. I feel like he's hiding something from me. He's been beating around the bush for days. It could be because I've annoyed him. I keep calling him every couple of days. This feeling of being in between, my mind there and my body stuck here, is tiring me out. My imagination runs wild. I dream about a life I'm not even sure of. I'm focusing all my effort in leaving. I can't accept my life here anymore. Why did Miriam go? Now that my mother and father passed, I have no reason to stay here. My roots dried up. They turned into dust, scattered around by the wind. 2 days ago, I started screaming for absolutely no reason. I was just sitting there when I started shouting so violently, "I've had enough. I have had enough, God, please take me." The boys were trying to comfort me. They were scared that the security guards of the parliament nearby would close in on us and arrest me. I shouted for a half an hour non-stop, then I just left. I'm always pretending to be fine. I laugh and make people around me laugh. I tell jokes. I smile. I'm patient as a rock, and inside me the fire rages on. I was silent for way too long, and one day I burst. I can hear them gossiping about me, and I can hardly stop myself from bashing one of their faces in. The Harek, the smuggler, called me. I called my uncle. He said to give him 2 days, he'll find a way. Every minute that passes gnaws at my bones. It's getting worse. I can hardly catch my breath. It's almost coming true. I'm tired of waiting on this payment for a job that might come. I'm sick of the run-down Bardo fountain with never any water coming out. I'm tired of this construction site that would never end, the train rails, the broken asphalt, the barbed wire around the parliament. My throat is filled with a roar striving to come out. And how about this dream that I made up in my head? Could it be true? What if I drown or reach the other side and get caught and brought back? My brain must be lying to me. My brain fabricated this story and I believed it. But what do I have to lose? I should try. I have nothing to lose. It'll work. I'm sure it will work. I'm always up for a laugh and a good time, and people take kindly to me, thank God. When I laugh, I have 2 dimples on my cheeks. The women there would have a crush on me. And I love singing. I have a voice that would make a stallion of a man break into sobs. It's been 2 days. At 10:30 in the morning, my uncle calls me to drop by and get my money. I do. I burst into tears. But nobody is forcing you, my son. Come and stay with us. Open a small store. Get married, be happy, and forget about this whole thing. We have no idea how it will end. I rushed out, tripping and falling every 2 steps. I leaned against the wall and cried my eyes out. I've been alone for 2 years, cooking alone, eating alone, sleeping alone, watching TV alone. The feeling of solitude devoured me raw. I'm not running from anything, really. I just want to go to Rome and roam around until I'm tired. At this point in time, I have no idea how my story will unfold. It can't be worse than what it is now. I feel like I've paid my dues with life. I'm done. I'm crossing the forest, and the sea keeps getting further and further. Every step counts. I can barely make progress. I feel like the sand is sucking me down. I can see people overtaking me, and I'm slowly drifting behind, the last one in the line. I'm at the shore. The water is so dark you can't see the bottom. We get aboard a small boat, all crammed together. Everyone is holding on to their bag. I can no longer hear or see anything. My heart is beating so violently I can feel it tearing out of my chest. Next to me is a guy who's my age or maybe even younger, smiling. Where did he get the courage? Why is he leaving? Where is he going? Is he dreaming of Italy too? My bones start to hurt. I'm holding the bag too tight. The further we go, the scarier the sea gets. The waves are violent and high. Every ebb and flow feel like the beating down. The sound of the waves is bleeding my ears, like they're shrieking, like glass is breaking, like thunder. I don't recognize it. Leave it to God. La Dolce Vita. I can see Silvia dancing in the middle of La Fontana di Trevi and calling me, prompting me to go to her. I reach her. She holds me. We are dancing with our feet planted in the water.